Now let's talk about how we can make selections, and I'll also show you a method for joining objects together. If we want to make a selection in Meshmixer of the faces that make up the geometry, we can go to the selection panel and click on it, and that will bring open the brush selection tool or the lasso tool. You could also open this panel just by pushing S on the keyboard. And notice that with this open, brush comes open by default. See how that's toggled to the left? Now if I mouse over the bunny and start to select, we've just grabbed some of the faces. We can change this slider down and set the scale of the brush to be smaller if we want to. Or if we suppose we've selected some of the faces but we realize we've gotten too many, we can hold Control and deselect some of the faces. Or at any time we can just hold down the left mouse button and drag some more to make additional selections. Let's press Escape and we'll redo the selection command. This time we're going to use a lasso selection. So instead of mousing over the bunny and dragging, we're going to start off to the side of it like this. And notice when I hold down the left mouse button and start to drag, it gives me a red line. So that is another means of just very quickly selecting some of the faces. And we can even, now that we've made some selections with the lasso tool, we can modify that selection with the brush. So we can go in and click and drag here. We can hold Control to deselect these faces. And once we're happy with our selection, let's push Delete. And so there's the head removed. We'll push Clear Selection. And now let's go to Meshmix. We'll drag in this isosahedron, and I'm going to move this up to be where the bunny's head was. It's going to be kind of large, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. Break it down a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I'll press Accept, and now I'll press S again to select the bottom faces of that isosahedron and click Delete, or I believe it's X on a Mac if you want to get rid of faces. And we'll push Clear. And now to be able to join these up together in the method that is shown here, we need to put these things on the same layer in the object browser. So we can do that by holding Shift, and I'll click on the bunny so that both of these are left gray, or both of these are light gray rather. And then we'll go to Combine. So again, now they're on a single layer in the object browser. And what we want to do at this point is zoom in kind of close to this area, and we'll push S to open up our brush selection tool. Let's make the brush kind of small, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to make a selection here along the edge of the isosahedron, and I'll start to make a selection here along the edge of the bunny, and then I'm going to double click on the selection area. And what you'll see is that we now have a selection ring that goes all the way around the bunny's neck and all the way around the isosahedron. Now, I always forget the letter. I believe it's J. Let's just do it the menu way. So if we go to Edit and Join, it is J. So Edit, Join in the context menu. That will give us a smooth connection between the isosahedron and the bunny's head. We'll click Accept in the context menu and Escape, and there we go.